Hello, it's Nick here, and we're looking on the ZX Spectrum 48K, a game called the Vindicator. There it is, published by Imagine Software in 1988. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64. Now, it's billed as being the sequel to the very popular Green Beret, and I think that's more than a little bit cheeky, because this game is nothing like Green Beret, which was extremely successful, and this one is a little bit, well, you can see for yourself. It's a maze type game. Here we are. So I'm playing this character here. We must shoot aliens quite easily that come out these rooms to try and find lift passes and a pass code to get off the level. Right, there's nothing in this storeroom. Let's shoot it up a bit. You really need a map to be successful in this game, which I haven't got. But in these storerooms, you might find gun parts, lift passes, computer pass cards, which are colour coded, which are needed to get off the maze to get to the next one. Once you've completed 4 levels of the maze, you then take the air against mechanoid legions, which I probably won't get to. Then you can race across the planet's surface in a high-powered jeep, which I doubt hardly anyone got to who bought this game. And then at the end, face a giant guardian in the catacombs in some underground lair. Hooray! This is the 48K version. The 128K version plays music all the way through. And these aliens are pretty easy to kill. They look very much like the aliens from the film Aliens, so they're trying to maybe cash in on that. But why is this the sequel to Green Beret? Why? I don't know. The graphics are rather cool though. I like the 3D-ness of it, but it's a bit ungamely as a game. You just spend most of the time wandering around, but you do that with a lot of games, don't you? It animates quite well, but is it long-term fun? Well, it's very much debatable. We'll try and find the computer room. Nice bit of shading on the corridors, which we're going to wander around a lot. The storeroom guardians, here's one. Here he comes. He's dead. No, he's not dead. Oh, that was an amazing battle. Right, there's an arrow down there, which is supposed to tell me where to go, I think. You could get maps from magazines back in the day. I haven't got one. I don't know what this guy's name is. It's not Ellen Ripley from Aliens, that is for sure. I'd expect on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64 version they had a tad more colour. If you played those versions, let me know below. I think that's my strength there in the left corner. Yep, that alien's dead. What's in this storeroom? I might have been here before. There's nothing in here. Maybe I'm playing this wrong. I'm not really finding anything. As I said, 4 mazes to defeat before you can get anywhere on this. Yes. You need to be a hardened fan of this one. And also as well, if you wander past the doors, you can't go back the way you came. It's a bit strange. That's a different looking alien. See, I can't go back up. It stops me. That's weird in an exploration game, so I'll have to go all the way around again. Blib, 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 blib. Standard gunfire for the Spectrum 48K. It's alright, this game, I suppose. It's not super fantastic brilliant, but it's not terrible either. If you put in the time, you can get heavily involved in this one. It's quite cleverly thought out. It's not going to get any 10s out of 10 from me though. Now essentially you have to find the computer and type in a passcode, I believe, to get off the level. And also there's another bit where you find like bomb components for some particular reason. If you like maze games, you like 3D maze games, well then you've got to consider this one. There's a few more basic type maze games around, but yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a computer game at the time was into Aliens, then this isn't bad for a couple of minutes play. But it hasn't aged very well, one have to say, from 1988. Oh, there's something. A bit of a gun I found. But there's much, well, I don't know. It's average. I won't come here again in a hurry. It's not using much of the screen. That border cleverly uses up most of it. Yeah, I'm getting bored now. That thing's fired at me and it's dead again. Green Beret, check out my review of that. It's as hard as nails, to be honest with you. This one is a bit more forgiving. You're not dying quite so easily because the aliens are so easy to kill. There's no time limit either, so it is just a question of wandering around to either you escape by default or your ZX Spectrum gets so hot it blows up. And they did tend to get hot quite quickly, so this would have tested the Spectrum rubber keyed version anyway. Probably not a good game for the Spectrum in terms of longevity and hardware because it would burn to a frazzle. Hey, alien's dead. Didn't he come out the door at the wrong time? Hello? Nothing in here at all. I want to find at least a computer room, show you that. Make sure I'm not a complete dullard. But my gameplay isn't the best, but I don't think you can go too far wrong here. You just wander around and hope you haven't gone round in circles. I don't know if these alien guardians actually do regenerate. What's that? Right, that's a bit of the password, I think. What does that say? O or C? Oh, it's a 0. Maybe. So we got part 1 of the code. It's like a pin number, I think, we need to get. So 0. Don't use this as your pin number. Boom. Yeah. No real different difficulty levels. What's that bit do? Oh, I thought that was going to be something. Don't seem to be that anything. I think that was a lift pass of some description. F1, L4. That might stand for lift pass. The Vindicator. I don't know what he's vindicating. Vindicating he can walk around for a bit. Okay, that seemed to replenish something. I probably can't take too much more of this, to be honest with you. Even with 128K's music playing, it doesn't rescue it too much above... yeah, I think these style of games, you either love them or you don't. It's quite clever on the ZX Spectrum. His walking looks a bit unusual, but we'll forgive that. Bit of a shame you can't go back the way you came, no matter how hard you try. Yeah, a detailed map would be much better with this. Or if the map changed colour. I'd imagine the next maze is a different colour. If it's blue again, it's going to seem very samey. But I would love to see the Jeep stage. Is that any good? But as I say, a very low percentage of people would have got to that, having get them through. Because this is maze 1. After this is 3 other mazes. It's enough to you to rip your hair out, really. I prefer Aliens 3 on the Commodore Amiga, if you're doing an Alien type game. And that came out 4 years later. This is in 1988, this one, so late 80s. Coming to, well, the Spectrum still had a few more years left in it, but it's coming near the end of its run. It's getting to the point where it's starting to compete with the 16-bit systems and struggling a bit. So I have to come up with something a bit clever. This is, oh, there's a computer here. Enter the password, which we don't know. Well, the first bit's 0. Maybe we'll get lucky. What do you reckon? Yeah, well, we'll put a C in a no. Password error. Well, we're not solving that anytime fast. So keep an eye out, or remember where the computer room is, because we'll never find it again, and I'm lost already. Yeah, it's so... Look, the walls are the same. It's so easy to get disorientated in this. Have we been in here before? Hard to tell. Graphics are pretty good on this, I have to say. Right, have we been here before? It's a corridor, there's another guardian, he opens the door. Oops, he fires out at me, I fire back, and he's dead. It's a familiar pattern. Right. It's a bit repetitive, isn't it, folks? I don't know how many of you are still with me. Let's just lose all my lives and get out of here. Now that you can load up part 2 and part 3 from the start screen, I noticed. The 128K version is no loading. So hopefully I can get out of this and load up another stage. But I'm guessing you might have to enter the password to get to that point. Nothing says death, like game over. Right, okay. Nothing vindicated today. Come on, start screen. I want to see if I can load right. Here we go, let's get out of here. Input name. Well, I can do that at least. There we go, I come second there. Yeah, there we go. 6 and 7. Play part 2, play part 3. I'll hit the button. Doesn't seem to be doing that much. Yeah, it wants me to input a code in order to load parts 2 and part 3. Which I'm afraid is not going to happen. Unless it's going to let me in automatically. Check out the music, at least. Paul Owens did a lot of good music. Clever, it's got 2 sounds at the same time. Yeah, nothing says killing aliens like that joyous music. Oh, dead. Yeah, this is definitely the same level as last time. It hasn't loaded part 2 and part 3. I think we'll go in this storeroom to die. Here we go. We'll just wait here till we gradually starve to death. Anyway, I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was the Vindicator by Imagine Software in 1988 on the ZX Spectrum 48K, of course. Thanks for watching as always. Until next time, take good care of yourself and goodbye.
Goodbye.